What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now 2023 has been as crazy for me as I'm sure it has been for most of you. But I can honestly say, even though there have been more variables and I've spent a lot of time away from home, wherever the hell that is, in different countries, doing different jobs, doing different things, spending time with different people, I do have to say that it's been one of my most enjoyable years in a long time in regards to training. One of the reasons for that actually is that I've kind of taken a little bit of pressure off myself and allowed myself to just enjoy the pursuit of just maintaining fitness, maintaining strength and playing around with a few different things. There are, however, a few different hacks and strategies that I've kind of refined over the last 12 months, basically iterate down and chop down into my 3 main gym hacks that I believe will assist with training consistency and improvement in 2024. The first one, this might sound a bit weird. I think I have actually mentioned this on a video kind of in time gone by. I personally Parkinson's law my way through pretty much fucking everything. And for those of you that don't know what that means, Parkinson's law is basically this psychological principle that suggests that we expand the amount of time a task takes to basically fit the amount of time that we have to do it. So if there's a job that we have 4 hours to do, we will take the whole 4 hours. But if we only had 90 minutes, it might be a little bit kind of acutely stressful with a bit of urgency and a bit more focus required, but the chances are we would do it in that 90 minutes. So for me, one of the things that's actually really helped is basically hacking my way out of Parkinson's law when it comes to my gym session. And I usually am leaving the house with less than 2 hours before I have to be back and cracking on with another call or speaking to a client or doing X, Y, Z, right? So the way that this has helped is I don't have time to fuck around and I don't have time to basically procrastinate, which ironically, procrastination doesn't give me energy. It's probably the same for you. It actually diminishes energy. It kind of makes me more tired and more apathetic and lethargic. So depending on your response to like acute stressors, like being rushed for time, I'm flipping looking at my watch, obviously assuming that I'll be wearing one. I'm going to the gym, I'm doing a quick warm up, cracking on in my session. I'm making sure that I'm not wasting too much time between sets. And the hilarious thing is, the session plan that I have, I'm actually getting everything done with a slightly shorter recovery, which means I'm probably getting a bit more of a growth hormone release, getting a bit more of a hypertrophic muscle building benefit, and a bit more of a conditioning benefit. And I'm lifting bigger numbers because there is a little bit of stress in the paradigm of that gym session, in the form of the fact that I don't have too much time to mess around, that's actually focusing me on what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm making sure that I flipping work hard. So stacking the deck in your favor by actually putting yourself against the clock and executing your session with a bit of self-imposed urgency is something that's worked really, really, really well for me. If I had 2 hours to do a certain session, I'd probably take an hour 55 of that just because I'd be pissing around. But if I only had an hour 15, I would get it done in the hour 15 and the quality of the work might actually be higher. I know that seems weird, but for me, as I said, when I procrastinate, I just kind of mess around and I end up actually becoming a bit more kind of lethargic. Whereas when I've got a bit of time urgency, I'm like, right, let's flip and go. And I end up lifting heavier in my work and sets, as well as being a hell of a lot more strict to my break. So self-imposed urgency is my first of 3 hacks in this 3 great hacks to more training consistency in 2024 video that we are currently now a third of the way through. My second one is something that might make a little bit more sense, especially for those novelty seekers among us that become kind of like a little bit bored and down-regulated when we experience the same environment. It's actually to go to a different gym to your regular gym, probably around once a week. There's a couple of benefits for this. A, obviously it's a new environment with new equipment. B, it's a bunch of new people, which again, depending on your personality type, some people don't like that. Like the people who say they want to train in an empty gym, I don't really understand that. I'm not going to the gym to see a bunch of half-naked women doing hip thrusts and fucking about in the mirror. I would genuinely prefer to be in a gym environment where I'm surrounded by other men that are significantly stronger than me. That's the kind of stuff that actually motivates me to work harder, to train fucking harder. I'll put a little bit more weight on the bar. I'll go and ask one of these big boys for a spot, knowing that I don't want to be embarrassed by how flipping comparatively weak I am, and therefore I'll probably end up working harder. My objective is to get the most out of the session that I can, but I'm aware that I'm human. So if there's ways that I can kind of hack my motivation, that's literally the whole purpose of this video, then going to a new gym, especially one where I might be surrounded by people that are stronger than me, that's going to be a benefit. Another benefit is that you kind of put a little bit more effort in, A, based on the fact that it's a new environment anyway, but even traveling a little bit further afield, like, 45 minutes to a new gym, and that might seem mental, but again, it kind of depends on your lifestyle and stuff. But if fitness is a big part of what you do and it's your hobby, rock climbers would drive 45 minutes to go for a climb at the weekend. Why would we not drive 45 minutes to go for a better quality session at a better quality gym on a Saturday morning, right? So making that trip, you're already reinforcing into your brain that this is a deliberate exercise, this pursuit of going further afield, to go and work out and do the thing that we love in a new environment. It's reinforcing that message into your head that the deliberate nature of this endeavor necessitates an increase in fucking work ethic. Doing that even once a week or once every other week is enough to get a really good session in, because you work a little bit harder when you're there, and there is obviously a fallout, right? It's diminishing, but it's having that spike in motivation from being in that new place, with the new equipment, with the new people that are stronger than you, having put the work in to go somewhere new, as well as acutely getting a better session when you're there. The next 2-3 days, you're more likely to train harder again because the motivation energy in your head is still a little bit higher. And the third and final training hack for 2024, arrange with a buddy of yours something to do, either on a Saturday or Sunday, where you get out and you do some conditioning. Conditioning work for most men, it's a component of fitness we know we all need for overall health, to stay lean, to round out our game as all-round athletes and master generalists, right? But it seems to be the thing that is hardest to kind of tap into a good level of flipping application of effort and execution when we're doing it on our own. So arrange to do something outside with a buddy. You'll keep yourself accountable by the fact that you've called your mate and be like, let's go for a fucking ruck this Sunday morning or whatever. So you've got the accountability that you're not going to want to let them down, because if you're the one that's organised it, you're kind of leading the trip. So you've created some external accountability there. B, it gives you some shoulder-to-shoulder bonding time with another male friend. And C, it gets you outside, you get some fresh air, you get some sunlight, and all the benefits with kind of connecting to the outside in some way, especially if you do it in an outdoor natural space. And D, you're going to get a little bit more of a conditioning benefit because you're working a little bit harder with one of your friends next to you. So 3 completely different approaches, but things that for me have been different methodologies and different kind of hacks and habits that I've messed around with over the course of the last 12 months that have really flipping helped me, and not only helped me get a better result from a higher application of effort and more consistency, but also I've enjoyed them. I've enjoyed the fact that there's a little bit of hustle and I've got to make sure that I work hard in the gym and work quick. I've also enjoyed the fact that I've got like a deliberate pursuit where I'm like, no, I'm still investing in myself because I love training, I love working out, and it's never done, it's never completed. So I want to go to a new environment where I get to see what other people are doing, and I enjoy that process. And I definitely enjoy getting out in nature, having a slightly longer kind of steady state yomp, tab, ruck, whatever you want to call it, and I absolutely love the benefits of doing that stuff alone. But now and again, when I'm starting to feel my motivation drop for that, and I feel as though the benefits of doing it with a friend outweigh the benefits of doing it on my own, and I'll call a buddy and be like, mate, come on, we know we've got to do it, let's get it done early Sunday. I would get up earlier for that kind of thing to go pick up a friend than I ever would do on my own. So again, as well as getting a conditioning benefit, I'm outside, I'm loving it, bonding with my friends in the way that men should, and all of those 3 together, along with other hacks and habits, really kind of insulate my training through the week and through the month to make sure that I can continue to do this stuff as long as possible, staying strong, staying fit, staying healthy, staying mobile, continue to learn and enjoy the process throughout. Guys, if you've got any questions on anything I've covered at all, please put it down in the comment section below. Any requests or suggestions on anything else that you'd like to see, put that down in the comment section below. Please do smash that like button. Guys, it takes you 2 seconds. If you have not yet done so, make sure you subscribe. And as always, beautiful people, stay strong, stay healthy, stay awesome. And I'll see you all in the next video.